I mean, having a conversation with you would be like talking to the biggest dummy in the world, because you're not informed well. You make bold predictions and statements and you're not informed. You're that dude that would go out and buy a $100,000 truck when he could have got the same truck for 80, because you're not informed. At least in my videos, you're not informed. When you're not watching a previous video or two to be informed, and then you don't mind running your mouth, you know, about shit you don't really, and it makes you look so stupid, and it seems like, and it's an ongoing thing. You would think that over a period of time that you've been coming in my videos, comments, that you've been schooled and you still do the same thing. You don't learn very quick. You don't. Okay, y'all, good morning. It's Friday, y'all. So today's the last day over there at that job. Yeah. So today's my favorite day is the favorite day over there. Well, yeah, Ray, hell yeah, man, but you're getting paid today. Well, no, not really, because when I get paid, I don't do nothing but put the money in the bank. So, but that is one thing, for sure. Another thing is I'm running the power rake. And the power rake is a difference maker. It surely is a difference maker. So that's my favorite, you know, my favorite thing, the power rake. So I'm gonna get into some of the, you know, oh, what's his name came in the comments, and he's just, I mean, I think he gets drunk at night. What is his name? The real Chuck in a Truck or something like that. I can't even remember his name. That's how unimportant he is. So he came in the comments and he's talking all this mess about, you know, I'm not having the guys over there. I'm dragging the time over there and everything. Look, ain't nobody dragging the time. For $5 grand plus, what, $300 or $400 in additional labor cost. Apparently this guy didn't see the video before I actually did the job. I had made a deal with her that for every guy that I bring out there, it's an additional $100 a day. Now, and that just helps me cover the guy's labor, whoever, you know. If I bring 2 guys out there, it would be $1,200 a day. If I bring 1 guy out there, it'd be $1,100 a day. But the thing is, well, the guys that I got working for me, they don't really know what to do. And that's a problem for me, doing it like that. So, I'm about to get into this later. And I don't know if the camera even does it justice. It's got a big hole right here. Okay, y'all. So y'all see the driveway. I'm fixing to get started. We got the power rake going. It's hooked up and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have Bo hold the camera if he can get all his logistics right. Let's see what else. And y'all gonna see how quick the power rake makes things easy. And I'm gonna go up and down the driveway, all the way up and around. At least the first couple passes, kind of see what's here. I don't know how much gravel is actually here, and I will know here in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have Bo walk behind me slowly, following the machine. All right, here you go, Bo.
Raking the driveway. Power rake. Okay, y'all, so this is about an hour and a half of power raking. It looks a lot better. It ain't perfect because they don't have no gravel down here, so I'm working with dirt down here. Thank God it didn't rain on us all week. I'm finna go up here to the truck, get the truck and bring it here and get ready to hook it to the trailer. Just kind of yeah. So one thing on the power rake is see, I'm trying to bring the gravel down the hill, man, but they need gravel from like right here out, right? Just I can't bring enough down the hill, so yeah. See, Bo was supposed to get all the sticks and stuff up, but you know, you got twigs and stuff all in the gravel, man. I hate that, but you know. Not a big deal though. Oh, it's a lot smoother and a lot better than it was. And I'm not done. I'm gonna go over it more and more. We got another hour and a half, 2 hours. We're gonna be here. I gotta put Bo up around her house doing something, because he's doing stuff that, like, he's out here in the middle of this raking that. I mean, who the hell does that? We ain't trying to. If you want to run a rake, okay, let's get you up around the house somewhere. That's my thinking anyway. So yeah, y'all. But y'all see it, man. A lot better than it was. It ain't. I'm trying to create a crown, but there's just not enough gravel here. Now up here there is, but see up here you got it's like a freaking racetrack. But see, now what they need is 16 tons of gravel, and they don't need me here for that. But she told me that every year around this time she wants me to come for 3 or 4 days every year. for here on out. That's what she said. She said, as long as I own the property, I just want you to come every year. One time a year, 3 days minimum. So if you can get the customer to commit to something like that, and these people, they ain't going nowhere or nothing. See, that looks pretty good up through there. Again, if they had gravel down there, then I could concentrate the gravel. If they had gravel down there, I could concentrate the gravel better here. But yeah.
Tell them what you're gonna do with that little money, man. Get you a little something to eat. Food. Eat. Cold burr. Go get your cold burr. That's how we say it down here in the South, y'all. Cold burr. That's right, y'all. We got done. Damn Skippy. Okay, so I was gonna address that comment that dummy made. So he starts off, you know, I'm pushing one guy out, meaning Zach. Zach's really kind of, well, he's pushing himself out because he's having to move. So he's kind of done that to himself. I ain't pushed nobody out. I'm not gonna be relying on a guy to drive, you know, 45 minutes away, and me count on that every day. I'm not gonna do that, man. So there's that. Let's see. He says I'm working the crackhead. Well, I guess he's referring to Bo. Because you can pay him a lot less. Right. I work in Bo over there because it's right up the alley of what Bo is good at. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And she is paying for the labor. I'm not paying the labor. No sweat off my back either way. Okay? So, Zach does not like to do all the menial labor type stuff, picking up sticks and stuff like that. Zach's not good at that. I should know. I've been employing Zach for a long time. So my other guy's not good at menial labor, picking up sticks and just doing whatever. Right? So, yeah. So there's that. And your brush hog, which is my brush cutter is dead, and you're destroying your lawnmower because you're too cheap or too desperate for money to fix the bush hog. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but this right here really kind of shows the ignorance of this guy, and it shows that he's probably not in business. And if he is, I can see why he would sell. So the brush cutter went down on that job. Now, if anybody that's watched the channel for any period of time, knows that I'm going to fix that brush cutter. No freaking way that I'm too cheap to fix the brush cutter. What are you talking about? Too cheap? What does that mean? That sounds vile to me, man. I ain't too cheap to do nothing. The brush cutter's going to get fixed, whether I fix it myself or I pay somebody to fix it. It will get fixed, Doc. Trust that. Okay? I mean, it's stupid to even, you just show how ignorant you really are. My bush hog is dead, and I'm destroying my lawnmower. Well, that's funny. Zach went out and did $500 today with that same lawnmower, and I didn't even change the blades. So much for that, saying or whatever. I don't know. You must drink a lot or something. I don't know, dude. And it ain't a lot less. Bo's been working over there about 5.5 hours every day, and he's been getting $100. And she's been paying that, not me. Just saying. And I'm too cheap or desperate to fix the brush hog. I done told you, y'all know I'm gonna fix the brush hog. Come on, man. Stupid shit, dude. What am I supposed to do? Just stop the job and go somewhere and fix it and sit there and wait in their lobby while they fix it for 2 or 3 weeks? Is that what I'm supposed to? That's what you would do, right? No, what you do in situations like that, when the equipment goes down, well, number one, you assess where you're at on the job and what you have gotten done with the brush cutter. So once I assess that, then I realize that, well, a lawnmower probably just, I can finish it up with a lawnmower. It might not be ideal, but it'll get me through that job to where I can get my check, right? What would you do? Would you stop the job? Pull your, I mean, what would you do? Stop the job, panties all in a wad, and run somewhere to get your brush cutter fixed? Only to find out you can't get the parts. Only to find out that you got to be in McDonough, which is an hour away, in 30 minutes to drop it off. And they can't work on it this week. That's why I called them. Okay, so it's just ludicrous to me. So let's see. Obviously, you don't know your numbers or know how to bid these jobs. I think I might have said that in the video. You guys that watch the channel for the real, didn't I say that? I'm almost positive I did. And that is why I referred to by the day. Okay? And that's how I did that job. I mean, I don't know what else to say, right? We worked over there approximately 5 or 6 hours a day, and for $1,000 a day, plus she paid $100 for every guy that was out there on the ground per day. So I think I said that after I bidded the job. See, this dude comes into videos and he ain't watched any other videos leading up to this, and then he makes all these bold statements about this, about that. It's showing how ignorant he is. I know one thing: if you run your business like you run your mouth, I mean, I don't see how you have any employees, because you was about a dumbass if I ever seen one. Okay, moving on. So and the simplest way to price would be to price regardless of how long it takes. I think I've said that. I had much rather bid on the overall job and not bid by the day. But for that particular job, for that particular customer, I decided to do that because there was so much stuff that was spread all out, and I did not know exactly how to bid it, so I wanted to make sure I didn't take a hit, and I wanted to make sure I didn't beat her. So, and we did even better than that. So, and I got, yeah. So, and then it says, so I'm ripping the customer off by slowing down my work. No, I'm not ripping the customer off by, and why he's saying that is because I didn't take Zach out there but one day. I took Zach out there to do the specific task I wanted him to do out there. After that, I wasn't going to take him out there. You know, saving her money all along the way, because she agreed. Well, she came up to me on the second day and was saying, you think you want to do 2 more days over here? And I'm like, sure. You know, that's what happened. And that I'm stretching to work into more days. No, because the Bobcat can only do so much work. A guy, I don't know if you know this, but a guy on the ground is not going to be able to save me a day of Bobcat work because I got him there. Because the guy on the ground, especially the guys that I got on the ground, they don't really know how to do everything. Well, they know how to, but they don't know what to do, you know. And on top of all that, they're not a bobcat. They're not a power rake or a grapple bucket or anything like that. So the having two guys out there, it wouldn't have done nothing but cost her more money. We would have might have got a little more detailed stuff done, right? That, you know, that she might have wanted to do or not, I don't know. But I didn't want to manage two guys out there that don't know what the hell they're doing. One's enough. So there's that. So no, I'm not ripping the customer off because well, having two guys out there all week long wasn't gonna save any time as far as the skid steer work goes, because there was that much skid steer work to do. So then it says I'm doing exactly what I say employees do if they work by the hour. No, I'm not, because the bobcat is the bobcat. The employee can't take the place of a bobcat. I don't care what you think. Obviously, you ain't never had no bobcat before, or whatever. I don't know. So then he said, so it's okay. So he says, so you're doing exactly what you say employees do if they work by the hour. So it's okay for you to do it. Well, if I'm paying everybody, then, you know, if that's what you think, then okay. But at the end of the day, an employee does not take the place of the bobcat. You got to wrap your brain around that first, okay? And then he says it again. Sounds worse than me repeating myself. You know, you also obviously don't know my numbers. Well, I don't really, okay, know my numbers, okay? My bobcat is paid for, been paid for a long time. I could go over there and work for $200 a day and I'd be making money, dude. What the fuck, man? You stupid, dude. What numbers do I need to know? I can tell you this. I can tell you what my numbers are. Let me show you what my numbers are. Well, yeah, there's the check right there. There's $5,600. So out of that $5,600, I had $670 come out of that $5,600 in labor. She gave me $5,600 because of the labor, right? I had Zach out there one day and Bo out there the rest of the days. Okay, so I can tell you what my numbers are. So out of the $5,600, okay, I have $670 in labor. So you can do the math, right? This guy is just so stupid, man. 5,600 minus 670 in labor, at least 4930. 4930, we'll say, and we know it's not, we'll say another $930 in expenses. We'll say that. Insurance, tires, tracks, you name it, dude. That covers every freaking thing. So that's $4,000. We're left with $4,000. That's my numbers. See, my numbers are so simple because my equipment is paid for. And my not only is my equipment paid for, but my equipment is paid for and has already been earning a surplus for years. Okay? So this week, after fuel, and I got a full tank of fuel and everything now, this week I profited $4,000. That's my numbers. Are you gonna tell me something different? Show me. You know, just because you finance everything and got all this shit you got to finance and 10 guys on the clock and all this stupid shit, that don't mean shit. Yeah, you might charge $8,000 to do the job, but it's costing you $4,500. You making no more money than I am. You paying interest on equipment and stupid shit, and you're paying for all these guys. I'm not. So obviously I don't know my numbers, but obviously I do know something. I know enough to know that at $1,000 a day, I'm making money with my old raggedy broke down equipment. Of course, I would want to price the job based on scope. And I do that most of the time. But on that job, I decided not to. Well, you shouldn't do that. But I do what the fuck I want to do. It's my business, see? I knew that it was spread out. I also, those people, her husband that passed away, gave me a job when nobody else would. And taught me a whole lot of stuff in the civil design engineering field. And was very good employer to me until the market crashed. So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I could go in there and do it for free if I want to. I could have. And it wouldn't break me. It might break you, but it wouldn't break me. It might break you to watch me do it for free. But yeah. Obviously I am charging by the day. I said that, and y'all tell him. Some of you guys comment to this idiot. Y'all tell him that I did say that a couple of times. I did cut her a deal. I cut everybody a deal. Because I'm a deal cutting fool. That's why. You don't see me hurting for nothing, right? 5 days for 5K with a skid steer and multiple attachments. Anybody that knows the numbers wouldn't touch it. Yet they had an $800 a month payment on a skid steer or a $1,500 a month payment on a skid steer. They ain't gonna make no more money than me, because they still got to pay for the skid steer. And keep in mind, we ain't over there 8 or 9 hours a day, dude. We didn't hit 6 hours one day. Today we were only there 5. So, yeah. And if somebody wanted to charge 10K, they wouldn't have been doing that job over there, because she wouldn't have paid that. So you talk about ripping customers off. You go over there at 10K and you ripping them off. See, I know that you don't know anything about skid steer work. I know that. But for you to think that I ain't making no money this week, you're ignorant as hell. Don't get it twisted. I thought that was a pretty sweet job to me. I didn't have to work that hard. I didn't work that long. I didn't have to get up super early. And above all else, man, is I did it my way. Why is that? Because I run my shit. That's why. You don't run my shit, I do. I really would appreciate it, though, since you know everything and, you know, and all that. When you say, school me, I'm trying to learn. When you say, obviously, I don't know my numbers, please tell me exactly what you're saying. What does that mean? Know my numbers. I take it, and maybe I'm just, Chuck being a dummy in a truck. I don't know. When you say, know my numbers, that I don't know my numbers, I automatically assume that you're saying, and maybe I'm wrong, please tell me, I'm automatically assuming that you're saying, I don't know what it costs for me to run. And if that's what you're saying, then obviously you don't really watch the channel, because I think I do know what it costs for me to run. I do. I can tell you. I know what it costs for me to run right off the top of my head. I can tell you right off the top of my head. I know what everything costs. I do. All the way down to the insurance. All the way down to everything. I can break it all the way down. I know this, that on a $5,600 job, I profited $4,000. And if you say I didn't, please tell me how I didn't. Please tell me, because that way, if you can show me how I didn't profit that, then maybe you would be correct in me not knowing my numbers. But I think I know my numbers pretty freaking good. Now see, there's a difference between me and somebody else that has a company that has debt and has all these things. They got to consider all those factors. I don't have any debt, dude. Just seems like you can't understand that. You're so used to, I don't know, making freaking payments on shit and paying 20 guys to do a 2-man job that it's not complicated, man. Don't let these guys come in the comments, y'all. These haters come in the comments and let them think or let them tell you and you believe that's a complicated thing to figure out how much it costs you to run. And it's not complicated at all. It's super simple. It's basic math. I know for a fact no matter what I'm doing, if I can freaking profit $1,000 a day or $800 a day, I'm good. Trust that. It don't matter what I'm doing. If that's the case. But to hear these guys coming to come, well, you don't know what it costs for you to run. You don't know this. Tell me what you mean by that, dude. Show me some more of your insight. Because you ain't showing me a lot. But I wonder what the typical... I wonder what the typical business is in my line of work, what the profit margin really is. I mean, if you do a $10,000 job, are you if you got 50% profit, is that good? I always thought that was great. Maybe I'm wrong, what the hell I know. But my numbers, if I do a $10,000 job, like if I went over there for another week, another 5 or 6 days, and we had been at 10 or 11,000, I probably would have profited $8,000 or $9,000. I don't know what percentage that is, but it sounds like 80%. 75, at the bare minimum 65 or 70%. And those are good numbers. But see, you probably don't profit that. If you do a $10,000 job, you're probably having to pay out 7 or 8. I'm having to pay out 4 or 5. Or maybe 4. So put that shit in your ragged ass pipe and smoke it. Deuces!